How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Undertale Genocide Expert Challenge. This is a bonus expert challenge I am doing for Undertale. If you want to see my series of videos on the True Pacifist Expert Challenge, click the link in the description. Now, the only rule for this challenge is we have to complete a genocide run without using any healing items. And what that means is, we're going to have to beat the two main bosses of the genocide run without using any healing. Those two bosses are Undyne the Undying and, of course, Sans. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Undyne the Undying fight and how we can best prepare for it. So, in a genocide run, we have to kill a set amount of enemies in each area. Each enemy will give us a set amount of EXP, so what we want to do is, we want to selectively kill the enemies that give us the most EXP and flee from other enemies. That way, we can maximize our EXP, and in doing so, level up faster so that we're at a higher level when we fight Undyne the Undying. In the ruins, the enemy that's going to give us the most EXP are the Luxes, so we're only going to want to kill Luxes and flee from all other enemies. Please note that in order to get max EXP from a Lux, you will need to pick on it 3 times before killing it, so make sure you do that. Now, on to Snowden. So, in Snowden, there's going to be a few different enemies you will have to kill and won't be able to flee from. Those enemies are Doggo, Dogamy and Dogorissa, Lesser Dog, and Greater Dog. Now, the key to getting a lot of experience in Snowden is by battling a secret enemy called Glide. In order to encounter Glide, after you go across this icy path, you will need to go down, and then to the left, and into this cave. Once you get in the cave, you'll have to wander around for several minutes before Glide will appear. Now, Glide's attacks are going to be fairly hard to dodge, and they deal a lot of damage, so you want to make sure you save before fighting him. The best way I know to dodge this attack is to just stay at the bottom and move left and right as you need to. And for this attack, do the same thing. For killing Glide, you will get 100 EXP, which is more than twice what you would get for killing any of the other regular enemies in Snowden. Killing Glide counts towards one of your enemy kills in the level, and you can kill him multiple times. I'm going to end up killing him 4 times because that's going to give me enough EXP to get to the level I want to be at to fight Undyne. Technically, you could kill him a bunch more times to level up again, but the time it takes to get him to spawn, and how many times you'd have to do it, it just wouldn't end up being worth it. Once you finish fighting Glide, you will want to go back and save before fighting him again. Once you decide to stop killing Glides, you will want to kill Gift Trots the rest of the way, as they will give you the most experience of any of the other regular enemies. To encounter them, you'll have to wander around the area outside of Glide's cave. After going through Snowden, Waterfall is going to be pretty straightforward. You will always want to kill either Aaron or Wosha, as they both will give you 52 experience. Now let's talk about the equipment you will want to use for the boss. The weapon you will want to use is the ballet shoes, as they will deal the most damage of any of the weapons you can get up to this point. They can be found behind a bush in a side room in this area. The armor you will want to use is the old tutu, as it will provide you with the most defense of any of the armor. That can be found in a secret cave behind the waterfall when you first enter the area. And now that we're done with that, let's move on to Undyne the Undying. As you can see, by using those tricks to maximize your experience, you can get to level 12 before fighting Undyne. So, when you attack with the ballet shoes, there will be 3 hits per attack. It will probably take a little bit of practice to get down the timing of landing the hits. The better you get at landing the hits, the faster you'll be able to kill Undyne, and the fewer attacks you'll have to go through. Most of these attacks come at you pretty quick, so this boss is mostly going to be a test of your reaction time. For this slow arrow attack, the red arrow will always indicate which arrow is next, and if there is a gap in the arrows, that means you need to switch to a different side. For this attack, try to stay in the middle as much as you can, so that you give yourself as much space to maneuver in any direction as you can. This attack is easy to dodge, just move out of the way if the arrow is coming for you next. For this attack, the color of the arrow doesn't mean anything, so don't pay any attention to that. You will need to be very quick and have precise timing to dodge this attack. So, the yellow arrows are back. Remember, they hit you from the opposite direction that they come from. For this attack, I recommend holding down left or right, and then moving up and down as you need to find the gap. For this attack, the yellow arrows are going to come at you counterclockwise starting from the left, then the blue arrows will come at you counterclockwise starting from the top, then the last 4 yellow arrows will be up, right, left, down. On this attack, the yellow arrows will always immediately follow the blue arrows from the same direction. And that's how you beat Undyne the Undying without using any healing items. Please note that if it takes you much longer to kill Undyne, you will have to endure more free movement spear attacks, and those are really hard to dodge, so it will definitely make the boss easier if you can kill Undyne by this point. Anyway, the next video will be the video you've all been waiting for, the Sans fight. It will be the final video for both Undertale Expert challenges, and you won't want to miss it. But until then, remember kids, don't try this at home. I'm what you call an expert,